Moana 2 freaking sucks. It sucks. It freaking sucks. I wanted to watch this movie originally when it came out back in November, but upon hearing the negative reviews on the film, and also hearing the negative reviews from people that I personally trust, like Jeremy Johns and Shea Frillis Productions, I trust these guys' opinions because their opinions tend to line up with my opinion. I chose not to watch it, despite my mother and my girlfriend both begging me, like, Tony, let's go see Moana 2. Let's go watch it in theaters. I'm like, nope. I don't want to watch this. I have a really, really terrible feeling that this is not going to be a good movie. And after hearing the behind the scenes about the making of this film and the fact that it wasn't necessarily supposed to be a theatrical release, it was bumped up, rushed out to be a theatrical release, I was like, hell no. Will I support this movie in theaters? Are you crazy? I ain't giving them that money saying I'm okay with this. Hell no, I'm not doing that. But it's been about 5 months since its initial release, and it was on Disney Plus. My girlfriend asked me, hey, let's watch Moana 2. And despite the fact that I still did not want to watch it, how could I say no to her? You know, she did genuinely want to see the movie. I want to be a good boyfriend. I will watch the movie with her. And I swear to you, if she hates the movie, that's a bad sign. She did not like this movie. She, the one person that wanted to see the movie, she did not like the movie. So what do you think I'm going to feel about the movie? Of course I'm not going to like it. Hey guys, BlackCriticGuy. Yeah. Let's get all that out of the way. This is the Moana 2 rant. Yeah, we're going back to 2015, 2016 style video, YouTube video. Just like when the original Moana came out. Like, where do we even begin with this film? Let's start with the animation. Let's start at the animation. Sometimes it looks good. There's some breathtaking scenery. I will give it that. But overall, the animation is lackluster, particularly when it came to animating their facial features or their facial expressions, just the way that their mouth would move. There's something about the mouth and their movement with the mouth. A lot of close-ups, too. There's so much up to their faces, and they're like, wink, wink, wink. Like, so that animation, it looked really out of place. It looked low quality, too. And I know why, because this wasn't supposed to be a Disney animated features film. This was made by, I think, a smaller division of their animation team that was supposed to make it into a series. And you know what? The animation quality does look great for a TV series, not a feature-length film. It's obvious. It looks like it. There's even shots where I swear to God, they forgot this was a theatrical movie because it looks relatively cheap. Relatively cheap. There's a shot where they're in the water. I think it was her and her sister were in the water. And it was like repeated, like recycled animation. Literally recycled animation. I was like looking at it closely like, did that frame just repeat? Oh my God, they're cutting corners in this movie. They're cutting corners in this fucking movie. Unbelievable. You're going to rush this out and you're not even going to do any quality control? How dare you? So yeah, animation sucks for right off the bat. The musical numbers. There's one good song. One good song in the entire film. It's like the Get Lost. I think it's called Get Lost. The Bat Lady song. Something Tangi. Ooh, I forgot her name. I liked her character at the end, but I didn't like her initially because I thought she was going to be the villain. I thought she was the threat. And then it just turns out it's a 180. It's like breaking your, or what's it called? So it subverted our expectations. Like, well, technically she's not the bad guy. She's rooting for the heroes to defeat the big Thanos guy at the end of the film. Yes, there's like this big thing. It straight up looked like Thanos. Like, I'm not even joking. The purple and the fact that, oh, this is just he's sitting on a fucking chair talking to his minion. Like, oh yeah, this is just the beginning. We have more to do. Ooh, Moana, I'm gonna stop you. So stupid. I'm getting ahead of myself. The musical numbers are so forgettable. They try to do a version of what's it called? Not We Know the Way. It was a version of How Far I'll Go. It's like go to the beyond or something, or look to the beyond. It's something with the word beyond in it. And no, it's no How Far I'll Go. It's not even We Know the Way quality good. It's not. They tried their damnedest to make it the show-stopping number, not the show-stopping number. And who's the musical director? Who's the musical coach? Why does how do you say her name? Aaliyah Carvalho? I apologize. I'm mispronouncing her name. The lead actress, the singer from Moana. She is a better singer than what was shown in this movie. And for some reason, she sounded off-key in some parts. She didn't hit the note that I thought she could hit. Like, it felt like they restricted her vocal performance, singing-wise. Like, they didn't tell her to, really hit that note. And I know she could hit it. She did it in the first movie. So why are you restraining her singing here? Or was that a personal choice? Did she just decide not to go all out? I fail to believe that. I fail that she decided to restrict her singing in this movie. But there was something wrong with the way she was singing. I just did not like it at all. And again, all the other songs, can I get a chee-hoo? Way to run that line into the ground. You made a song about it. I remember seeing it, and I said to myself, I don't want to hear this song. It's going to be like a cheap imitation of You're Welcome, and obviously it was a cheap imitation of You're Welcome. He wasn't even singing. He was like speaking, kind of like rapping in a way. He does have a little bit of a breakdown near the end of the song, which reminded my girlfriend of that one Tech Nine song that Dwayne The Rock Johnson was in, where he's like, rise up, we're gonna take our mask off, or face off, or something like that. Rise up, and we'll take our face off. It reminded her of that song for some reason. And I kind of see it. They even do this one bit where I guess it's a song with her friends on the boat, and the girl is like the girlfriend, not the girlfriend, but like the girl that's her friend on this boat who had like this little. Okay, it looked kind of cute that she had that mole on her, but she's just too eccentric in all the wrong ways. Like, she's not fun eccentric, she's annoying eccentric. And don't worry, I'll get to the characters a little later, but she had like this whole rap breakdown where her mouth was not matched up with the lyrics. I saw what you did. You tried to hide it by putting things in front of her face. Nice fucking try. Nice try. I saw what you were doing there. You were trying to hide. You were trying to hide the fact that you couldn't keep up with what she was saying, so you hid it through, like, things covering her face. Lazy. It's lazy. If you can't animate the song, don't do the song like that. Or shell out some more money so you could literally match the lip movements with the song. That's your fucking job. That song sucked too, by the way. That song sucked too. There's like the camaraderie song. Oh man, there's just so many things so bad with this movie. The character. Let's get to the characters now. Yeah. Outside of Moana, and I truly mean this, outside of Moana, every character sucked. Every one of them. They ruined Maui as a character. They try to have this sentimental moment between Maui and Moana that feels so unearned. And it feels like a betrayal in a way. Because we already had a strong sentimental moment between Maui and Moana. We didn't need this moment again. Now, instead of like Moana picking up Maui. Now it's Maui picking up Moana. Like, okay, got it. But they're already friends. They don't need to do the whole pick me up thing. They can easily just help each other out. I don't understand whether we're having this whole thing of, whoa, she's down in the dumps, Maui, pick her up. And it was handled poorly. It's a betrayal. They didn't handle this with any sort of reverence. This scene was complete trash. And then it leads into a complete trash song like, can I get a chee-hoo? Whatever. There's like these 3 companion friends with Moana in this movie. An old guy, a fanboy, and an eccentric engineer, inventor type girl. And I swear to God, outside of their descriptions, I remember nothing about them. I know the old guy couldn't swim. He had that one decent moment where he jumps in the water to save Maui. But that's it. He's just, the curmudgeon. I'm complaining all the time. I hate old people or young people. Can we not sing all the time? I hate everything. Like, the old curmudgeon. Original. Then the fanboy, the guy that's always like drawing and he's super eccentric. Oh, I'm just a huge fan of Maui. Oh, I can't wait to find Maui. And then when he finds Maui, he's like, ooh, a fanboy now. Oh my God, I did the thing. Oh, you winked at me. Oh my God. I'm getting exhausted just talking about these guys. And then the inventor girl just like fucking hammering away. It's like, oh, I got an idea. Oh, I got this. Ooh, nice. Hate it. I almost like the little sister. Funny enough, she kind of reminds me of my girlfriend. Her mannerisms and stuff like that. She was cute. I'll give her that. She was cute. But there's nothing interesting about her character. She doesn't feel like a character in this film. She doesn't. She's a talking piece. She's this thing that would motivate Moana to come back. That's all she is. You don't really get a sense of a relationship between Moana and her little sister. And where the fuck did she even come from? You mean to tell me her mom got preggers during the 10 years that the movies have been... I guess it's 8 years, actually. Between the 8 years since the last movie came out, she got pregnant, had a daughter, and we're just supposed to accept the fact she has a little sister now? What? How did this happen? No explanation? Also, what a missed opportunity to have the parents go on the trip with them. It would have been great. Why bring these random people in the village with her when she could have gone on an adventure with her mother, gone on an adventure with her father, and give more time to those characters? Let's learn about them. We know nothing about the mother. 2 movies in, and the mom is still neglected. Voiced by Nicole Schlesinger. Like, seriously, why are we not giving this character more to do besides being a mother character? Hell, her mother-in-law had more to do in the first movie and in this movie than she had to do in the movie. Moana's fucking mother had nothing to do in this movie. Nothing! Her dead grandmother did more in this movie, and we'll get to what she does at the end, because that's a whole lot of bullshit. Anywho, so yeah, what a waste of those 2 characters, which we could have learned more about them. We learned more about a past Wayfinder than we do about Moana's mother, who's still alive. She's on the island. We don't learn anything about her. But we have to learn about this old Wayfinder, the last Wayfinder for our clan, who is a whale shark as a spirit, which is pretty neat. One of the cooler moments of animation also. And so vague, so fucking vague, these spirits. Oh yes, the fire in the sky. Follow the fire in the sky, I'll lead you to where you need to go. That's it? Wow. Way to help out, movie. And the villains, I'm sorry, but the villain of this movie is worse than Te Fiti. Like, at least Te Fiti posed an actual threat. She was there. She played a role. She was actually, and the way she was defeated was actually interesting. The bad guy here, what's his name? Talo? You don't even see him till the post-credit scene. You don't even see him in the movie. You see him in the post-credit scene. What? He's supposedly the main baddie of the story, and you don't see him until the what? At least, if you're gonna do the Thanos thing, Thanos at least sent Loki. He was the main villain in the Avengers. Where's the Loki type character in this movie? It was supposed to be the Bat Lady, I assumed. She's so eccentric and weird, and she has the creepy smile with the big old eyes. You would have thought she posed an interesting threat. But I guess, just like Tamatoa, she's only there to really sing a song for the character, then send her on her way. But even fucking Tamatoa actually was trying to be villainous. She didn't really try to be villainous, if we're being honest. She's like, oh, I'm just misunderstood. You guys think I'm a bad guy, but I'm actually really good. And, maybe you need to just get lost. I kid you not. When I was hearing the song, I'm like, this would be an actually interesting song for her to sing, to like trick the main character into actually getting lost so that she doesn't actually find her path, only to find out, once again, it was a role reversal. It was literally subverting our expectation. She meant that literally. She meant that literally, and it was helpful advice. Okay, cool. I mean, I should have known it wasn't a villain song because all villain songs are about them. She never once talks about herself, which, by the way to ruin another good character. Because, again, Bat Lady was actually an interesting character. It would have been nice actually to learn her story. It would have been nice to have her go on this journey. It would have been nice to get anything besides that really awesome song, which was great. It was actually one of the big complaints I had about the first movie, that Tamatoa was in that one fucking scene, and he was honestly a scene stealer. He should have been in the whole movie, or at least been a bigger threat throughout the movie. We get that one moment with them, and he's like, do you like the song? And then he fucks off, I guess, back to the world of monsters. And that's the same thing with her. She just like shows up, sings a song to Moana about getting lost, and then sends her on her merry way, and is like, do you like my song? Honestly, she should have asked about the song. She should have been like, oh, I hope you like the song. A little bit of a callback to the first movie. And then, like, the story, too, is the story bad? I don't think it's bad. I just think that it lacks a lot of focus. There's too many moments and scenes that meander and drag on for far too long. Particularly seeing the Kakamora again. It was nice to see one of them palling around with them, but he didn't do much in the last act. Like, he really didn't do much. Where was he? He could have been interesting, and look, it would have been interesting to develop more of this team up between the Kakamora and Moana's crew. But once again, wasting a good opportunity. They throw that away. They don't do much with it. They have one scene and then it's over. Whoa! Fun! Exciting. Callbacks. But like I said, the story, it meanders too much. It drags too much. Also, it feels like it rushes a lot. It drags and then it rushes. It drags and then it rushes. There's like moments where I'm like, okay, this moment needs like more of a beat, needs more breathing space. But no, it just cuts to another scene, or it cuts to the preceding scene without the in between. And I'm like, wait, how'd that happen? Where did that happen? Pacing, awful. Pacing was god awful. Inconsistent. It would drag in some parts, then go really fast in other parts. Oh, but my least favorite thing, the thing that made me want to make this video, the reason I wanted to make this video so I could rant about this one particular thing. So, they tried to do the same thing they did in the first Moana, where, Moana has that slow-mo moment where she's confronting Tekal and realizes Tekal is not Tekal, it's actually Tefiti. She's just really angry right now because a man stole her shit. And she does that whole thing, slow motion. She's swimming down to this one island because the whole plot of the movie is she's supposed to find this island that's supposed to be like this connector island that opens up the channels to all the other islands so that everybody can be connected again. They need to find this island, bring it back up, and touch it to break the curse of Talo, right? And look, I will say it was interesting that the song that the Batwoman sung to Moana became relevant because the whole thing of like, there's another way to do this. She figures out, wait a minute, I don't actually have to pull the island out. I just have to touch it. So I'm going to swim all the way down, almost maybe like 100, 200 feet on a single breath hold, not struggle. By the way, she didn't even struggle. You would have thought like she's like losing air or something like that. No. It's just like, it's only when she gets struck by lightning that, catastrophe happens. And the lightning goes through the water, and then slow-mo, she's like reaching for it, and the lightning is coming for her, and she's reaching for it, and then it's coming for her, and she touches it, she smiles, then boom! Lightning hits her, right? She's dead. And also, this would have been interesting. Maui gets struck by the lightning. His tattoos disappear, which I'm assuming that means that he's not a demigod anymore. It means that he's just a regular guy. So the curse took his powers? Huh? Sorry, this is the first time I'm actually thinking about it. Like, did the curse take his power, or did Talo take his power? Like, was Talo watching this whole thing go down, shooting lightning from the heavens, and just said, you know what, fuck this Maui guy, he's always getting in my way. Boom! No more demigod powers. Is that what happened? Or was it just the curse was like, I'm so powerful, I could take the demigod's powers away from him? Not explained. Just random, I guess. And so he loses his powers, but Moana was able to touch the island. I forgot the name of the island. Touches the island. The curse is broken. The skies are clear. The ocean's back, right? But Moana's not back. Where's Moana? Oh, she's still down there near the island. So Maui swims down. There's her body floating in the ocean. He's holding her like, all dramatic and serious. Then the ocean brings the air pocket, and he's like, hey, please, Moana, wake up. I'm not going to do CPR or like hit her in the chest or something because, I don't know how to do that. It doesn't exist in our time. Even though I made a reference to Twitter and I made a reference to butt dialing in the movie and saying, oh, don't worry, in 2,000 years it's going to make sense. Yet CPR doesn't come to his mind. Oh, wait, I know the future. Oh, in the future they have this thing called CPR where I can resuscitate you. Apparently not. Only his powers of breaking the fourth wall and like seeing into the future only applies when he's telling jokes, but not in this really serious moment. Which honestly, if they did that, that would have been an interesting angle because, hey, he could see the future. Maybe he could learn something from the future. Maybe he could tap into those powers like, wait a minute, I remember looking at the. Now, you could make the argument because he wasn't a demigod anymore, maybe he didn't have the power to remember that stuff. But I'm gonna call bullshit. He could have easily have saved that memory. Anyway, he's all sad and he's crying. Oh my God, Moana's dead. Oh, how could this have happened? This is exactly what I thought was gonna happen. And I warned her. And then all of a sudden, it's like the movie decides all of a sudden that it wants to become Avatar: The Last Airbender with all the spirits of Moana's former lives or something. The spirits of her ancestors come out of nowhere, all gather, and they make the spiral thing that's on her name, right? And then her grandma comes out and starts singing in the native language. And, they're all singing. There's a glow of yellow light, and she's resuscitated, and she has these new tattoos on her left arm. And then all of a sudden you see the hook, Maui's hook. He grabs it. His tattoos come back to life. He's shiny. He's a demigod again. And then all of a sudden you see another thing floating in the water being brought in by yellow light. Oh, it's Moana's oar. And when she touches it, her tattoos start glowing, which means Moana is a demigod. How the fuck did that happen? You mean to tell me the spirits of the ancestors can grant demigod-like powers to people? Not only do I think that is factually wrong if we really go by Pacific Island lore, I don't think that's true. But secondly, that's complete bullshit. Bullshit! I thought only gods can make demigods, not the spirits of the ancestors. When did they get to do that? And if they could do that, why didn't they do that from the beginning? They had to wait for Moana to die, and they're like, oh, we feel really bad. Oh, she's the main character of the movie. She can't die. It's a Disney movie. We need to resurrect her and turn her into a fucking demigod. But that's not even the worst part. You know what her powers is? You know what her demigod power is? Finding the way. What? That's it! Her demigod power is to find the way! That's her demigod power? Are you fucking serious? You brought this girl back to life to give her powers that she already had? Really? That's it? I can find the way! Maui, just for the record, can transform into anything, can pull islands from the ocean. He made, what was that? He made people from coconuts, or he buried a coconut, or no, what was it? I took an eel, I buried it in sand, sprouted with coconuts, or something like that. But he brought coconuts, he made people, he put a hook on the sun. This guy has so many powers as a demigod, and Moana's power as a demigod is to find the fucking way. That's her power. And don't you start with me. That's all the movie showed. At the end of the movie, she puts her fucking oar in the water and it shines a path through the ocean, finding the way, I guess, to wherever destination she needs to go. That's it. That's her power. Not controlling the ocean, flying, teleportation. Hell, teleportation and control of the water would make more sense to the powers of finding than just lighting a path. I'm almost flabbergasted that that's all they gave her. They brought her back to life, and the only power she was given was to find the fucking way. Give me a fucking break. Are you... That's it. That's all she gets. That's all she gets. She gets to find the way. She was able to find the way from the beginning. Like, what the fuck? She is a wayfinder. Also, some nitpicks. This is not wayfinding. Lining your hand up with the... That's not... This is wayfinding. This is not wayfinding. Who told them to do that? Was there no, like, consultant, no Pacific Island consultant that says, excuse me, that's factually incorrect? No one said anything? Really? Give me a fucking break. Since we're talking about nitpicks, one of my biggest nitpicks is there's a line after the end of the song, "Can I get a choo?" That he's like, "Go get him, princess." And she's like, "I'm not a princess." And then he goes, "But everybody says you are." And then Maui's tattoo goes... And I'm like, fuck you, movie. No, don't fucking give me this fourth wall shit, okay? And give me a fucking break. Like, Disney calls her a princess. Not just us. It's not just us. The company that made her also considers her a princess. Give me a fucking break. Just because you, the movie, does not acknowledge her as a princess does not mean that the global corporation known as the Walt Disney Corporation does not consider her a princess. They do. Give me a break. Shut up. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Moana 2. Overall, I loved it. 10 out of 10. What a great movie. Can't wait for Moana 3, especially with that Marvel-esque post-credit scene where Talo's sitting on his fucking chair doing nothing. Very, very Thanos-esque, by the way. Very, very Thanos-esque to just be sitting on your ass doing nothing. And then finally, at the end of the movie, you finally grow some balls to be like, you know what? Now I'm gonna get started. This is just the beginning. And then Tamatoa crawls up and is like, "Hey, it's me, Tamatoa. Remember? I was also in this franchise. Can I come back, pretty please? I'll sing you a song. It's called Funky Crab Leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, Funky Crab Leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh. We need more Tamatoa, honestly. Like, he should have been in the fucking movie. Outright, he should have been in this movie. Why he wasn't included? I don't have a fucking clue. I don't understand. He might have been the best character from the first movie, and he's not in the fucking movie? Until the end? Give me a break. That's what this movie should be called. Moana 2, give me a fucking break. Like, Jesus Christ. I can't believe this movie made as much money as it did. I can't believe this movie was as successful as it was, because it convinces Disney now to make a third movie without putting much effort, because if they watch this movie with a lackluster effort, that means they'll watch the third movie with a lackluster effort too, because they love Moana. They're just wrecking that Disney dollars. It sets a bad precedent. And I really hope, I'm praying to God that for the third film, because they are going to make a third one, that they at least try. They at least try. You know, I had my gripes about the first Moana movie, but I've come around. It has really grown on me, and I do consider it a Disney classic at this point. I do think it could hold its own against a lot of the other Disney films, because it is that great, in my opinion. Does it have some dated moments? Yeah. The Twitter thingy, yeah. The tweet thing, yeah, didn't like that. But at least it tried. And at least it was quality throughout. From animation to music to character to story, all of it was quality. This film lacks a lot of quality. It's an unnecessary waste of time. You don't need to spend 31 minutes of me ranting to know that. It is what it is. It's an unnecessary waste of time. Do not watch this movie. If they make a third one, wait and wait to really see if the movie is worth watching. Because, God forbid, we get another one like Moana 2. God forbid. And if her powers is only to find the way, fuck you, movie. Are you serious? You better give her some interesting powers as a demigod. You know what the third movie needs to be? The third movie needs to be her exploring her new demigod status and what powers she has. Because finding the way, if that's her only power, that's fucking ridiculous. And that's a shame. For a good character like Moana, she deserves better. For all the things I've said, I still love Moana as a character, and she was still good in the movie, and she deserves genuine demigod powers. Give her some real demigod powers, not the fucking find the way shit. No, come to think of it, it has become like Avatar. She's now the Avatar in a sense. Maybe her powers will be the elements. Maybe she'll be a waterbender. That'd be more interesting than just finding the fucking way. Anyway, I need to calm down. I'm like sweating like a beast right now because I'm so upset. But yeah, what did you guys think of Moana 2? If you've seen it, love to know what your opinions are. Do you think I just went a bit too harsh on the movie? If you do, that's fine. I disagree, but I understand where you're coming from. Comment below. Let me know. Enjoy my 30-minute rant, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. I don't know when I'm going to make another video. It may be tomorrow. It may be in 2 weeks. It may be next year. Who knows? Stay tuned. Till then, I'm the Black Critic Guy. I'll see you soon. Peace, YouTube.